As many of you know, I was first introduced to network marketing about 20 years ago. And that first night, I fell in love, mad, head over heels in love with the concept and with the process. Like probably many of you, I jumped in, eager to explore the possibilities. Didn't really know too much, but I just jumped in with both feet. I worked very hard. I built a very successful network, only to find that the leadership behind that company wasn't coming from a space of integrity, and unfortunately, I moved away from that. And I was still so much in love with the process, I chose to give it another try, and I did more homework and more due diligence than I'd ever done in my entire life, and aligned myself with a company that I believe had all the ingredients to become successful, but it was a brand new startup. For some reason, I was always been attracted to startups. And I hung my hat with that company, and I worked extremely hard and became one of their top-level distributors again. Built an enormous network, founded the concept of Millionaires in Motion to provide training for that network, only to find again the leadership and the management of that company to do things that was not in the best interest of the field, and again lost faith with that company and with its leadership, and was forced to make some choices. But I'd always loved the process and the concept of network marketing. So I chose to take what Millionaires in Motion was, at that time, training entity for my particular network, and I chose to make it generic, to serve the whole industry, something that I'd always fell in love with almost 20 years ago, to do something that would serve everyone. And we started Millionaires in Motion with 13 students in San Diego in February of 1987, 11 years ago. And we've worked really, really hard to establish ourselves as a credible and ethical and professional force that is here, that has been committed to making a difference in network marketing. Just short of 3 years ago, though, I started to see the writing on the wall. I was getting to an age, I was starting to recognize that Millionaires in Motion was a company that was built solely on me as a personality, which means with me as a personality, if the time ever came where I chose to be less aggressive and take a more passive approach to my business, there really wasn't a future, there wasn't a way that that company could go on without me. So I made a choice, a very expensive decision almost 3 years ago, to invest tens and tens of thousands of dollars to bring in some experts to help me structure a company that would put key people in place that saw the vision of what I saw 11 years ago, and to make sure that MIM was a company that could go on without me, that could still serve the industry. Because I'd always looked at MIM as my legacy, my personal legacy, because I just love this business so much. Well, I still plan on being the chairman, and I still plan on being the directing force, but there are key people now in place to really do something with this company and to make sure that it goes on. Now, as you can well imagine, the desire for me to build a residual income for myself and my very young family is greater than it's ever been. It's not a need as much as it is a real desire right now. You can probably also imagine that I've been courted by virtually every network marketing company in this industry, and I've been offered some pretty interesting propositions. And if I was to come from a total self-serving perspective, some of those might have looked pretty good. But it's taken me a long time to get to this particular point. Couldn't honestly say a number of years ago that I'd ever get to this point again. But I'm proud to say that I've seen enough, I've witnessed enough to know that what you have here with Nikken is something that's very special. And I'd like to be the one to let you know that I'm proud to say that I became a Nikken distributor today. I'm looking for a sponsor, actually. No, I'm very proud to say that I have carefully chosen my sponsor and my upline. I've had a chance to work very closely with a lot of the Nikken sales leaders over the years, and every one of them are people that I respect and truly admire. I mean, I just think the world of all of you. And just as difficult as it was to make a choice as to which company I was going to associate with and put my hope and my faith and my confidence and belief in again, it was just as difficult to choose a sponsor, but I am really proud to say that I believe I have chosen the best one for me and my family and people that I've worked with, and people that I know that I can trust and I respect and I look forward to even getting to know better, and that is the great William and Jan Todd. I'm going to come in here as the best student this company's ever seen. And I'm going to do everything in my power, my friends, to make you proud, to make this company proud. I plan on being an example for this industry to prove that the principles that I have shared over the last 11 years and the systems and the materials that we've developed, especially the action course, is one of the most effective ways of building an enormous and successful and prosperous and abundant network. I will do my best.
John, it's a pleasure having you here this morning. We go back a very, very long time from a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint. I can't tell you how many times that I've visualized the two of us working together at some form of capacity, be it in a training session or be it in network marketing. In your position in your life, does this present a window of opportunity for you to take on another challenge?
There's always a time in someone's life where either one thing or a number of things come together where they look at it and they make a choice as to taking a different direction or maybe taking their life to a different level, so to speak. And that time has come for me. I mean, one is that I feel very confident that Millionaires in Motion is well established and in good hands as far as key people that can carry on its legacy. As you were aware, a few months ago, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and been very fortunate, very blessed to be in that 1% of people that survived the process. And I'm still going through the treatments of radiation and chemotherapy to deal with killing anything that may still exist there, but my hope for a long and vibrant future still exists. But when you go through a process like that, it can't help but make you reevaluate certain areas of your life, if not your lifestyle.
It's a real eye-opener.
Yeah, and so one of the things it did is that it took me back to like almost 20 years ago when I first got into network marketing, and one of my initial attractions was, like everybody else, was the idea and the value of this thing called a residual income. And now I've started a young family. I mean, I might be 53 years old, but I don't have 25 and 30-year-old kids. You know, I've got a 3.5-year-old boy and an 8-week-old boy.
Good-looking boys they are.
Thank you. And I've got a young wife, and I've just got a very young family. And I'm taking a look at the next 20 to 30, 40, 50 years of my life as being some of my best years, but not some of my best working years, but some of my best family years, and that's bringing some of that balance in my life that I really haven't had as a younger man. And so when this thing really hit me, it made me take a look at some of that. And so I became attracted to the idea of getting back into network marketing. I also wanted to prove that to not only myself, but also prove to the industry that the 6-week action course that you mentioned was a system that anyone could use to create explosive growth in their network marketing business. So I've made the decision to get back into network marketing, and I've actually joined Nikken, and a company that I've chosen carefully and that I believe fills my personal needs. And I plan on doing everything in my power to set every record that I possibly can, not just for myself and for my family, but to really point
to something that people can see and say, boy, you know, the principles that this guy's taught for 11 years, the methodology in which to apply those principles, being the 6-week action course and so forth, I mean, that system must work. And so if I can create enough attention to that, then people will want to contact Millionaires in Motion and have that system available to them, because it can be applied to any company. And I'm the first one to respect people's personal choices when it comes to companies. I mean, I'm not talking to you about my choice of Nikken right now because I'm interested in recruiting people that are in different network marketing companies. I mean, I've never come from there in the last 11 years. I don't plan on going there.
There's too many millions of people that aren't in network marketing.
Exactly. And in fact, my goal is to go out there and build one of the biggest and fastest growing networks within Nikken without ever having to sponsor somebody that's been in network marketing before. So,
talk to me about the difficulty of the decision.
Tough, really tough, because no matter how clean I tried to make that, and how honorable and how much I try to come from integrity on this, I know there's going to be some people that are going to perceive it in a different way. Some people that might feel a little threatened from it, and I would like to be able to put them at ease that I'm still the same person, same human being that I've been for the last 20 years that I've been in this business, and especially the last 11 years. I mean, we've gone through a lot over the last 11 years to establish ourselves, to earn the trust and the confidence of the industry out there as being a generic independent training company. My decision for choosing Nikken is because it personally fits for me. I've always been the one where I take a look at a network marketing company and I perceive it as a vehicle. I've always recognized that the true opportunity is afforded to us through network marketing because it provides the infrastructure for us to drive a vehicle. And when it comes to vehicles, people should choose vehicles based on their own personal preference and lifestyle and needs and desires and wants. And there's so many good companies out there now. I mean, 20 years ago when I first started, there wasn't the choices that people have today. There's a lot of great quality companies. And so this was one of the most difficult choices because I've worked with a lot of those quality companies. I've created relationships with a lot of those leaders, and I'd be proud to be a part of all of them. But I've always believed that you can only work one program, you can only wear one hat, you can only serve one master at one time. So I had to, just like they, choose one company that best fits my needs.
I applaud you, John. There's a lot of people that respect somebody that stepped out when a lot of people wouldn't step out. And that's endorsing an industry that really didn't have the track record that it does today. And I mean, it's a big decision, very big decision.
Right.
But I know that you believe in it so much that you're also going to go out there and show rather than just tell.
I've believed in network marketing so much that I made it my product over the last 11 years. And look at what I've been able to accomplish and achieve without even having a vehicle. I mean, my product has been network marketing, and we've created a company that I believe has earned a tremendous amount of respect, a great reputation out there throughout the world and throughout the network marketing community. I see myself really putting the pedal to the metal for the next 12 to 24 months and getting some things in place where I'll be able to kick back and sponsor little league teams and coach my sons.
There you go. Well, from me to you, and from me to your family, welcome back to network marketing. I know you found a good home, and I believe everybody in the entire industry will rally behind you. That's my honest belief.
Thank you, William.